Here he goes, pushing all the way. Oh, man. He is not afraid of that, and that's just, it was a bit much for me.
Man.
John McArdle now. This aircraft has a normalizing turbo in it, so at some of the higher altitudes he was helping him. Not as big of a deal here today.
Oh, scratch.
Short for John McArdle, too.
Hey guys, I wanted to go over my Maule here. It is one of the baddest planes on the planet. Definitely the baddest M5 on the planet, but one of the baddest planes on the planet. I won the 2024 National Stol Touring class with this plane, and I plan on putting it for sale. If it's for sale still, it'll be in the title. I'll also have a link below. If not, I'm gonna take that stuff off, and then you can still look at one of the coolest planes on the planet. So starting off here, this plane is turbocharged. So it's the only turbocharged 235 in the world. The story behind that is the person that had the STC died and it was lost, and the FAA also lost it. So there's not a chance to duplicate it unless you actually go out and get a whole new STC. And this plane absolutely rips with that turbocharger. So it has an 86-inch Macaulay prop on it here. You have a air inlet here, which is a customized cooler for the oil, which works out very well. You have a cowl flap right here, which you adjust from the inside. That also works very well. It has an extended Alaska airframe gear on it. So it has the 29-inch Dessers on here. I competed with the 31-inch Alaska bush wheels to get a higher angle of attack. The Dessers work really well on pavement, and if you're not competing with it, it doesn't make too much of a difference. In addition, it has the upgross payload. So it's a 2,500 pound payload. The plane is empty at 1640, so you get about 860 pounds of useful load. But I hear with Maules, if it fits, it flies. I don't know, never tried it, but that's what I hear. Going to the inside, has a great baggage area in here. It's a 4-place, of course. So you have the seat here. Seat pops out in about a minute, and you have this entire area to fill with luggage. I also put VGs on it, so it took maybe a mile or two off the stall speed, but with the VGs on it, there's no brake almost whatsoever in the stall. So once you stall, it just mushes down, which is great. You know, when you're getting slow to come in for a short landing, you're not gonna have to worry about that wing braking on you. You also have the VGs underneath the horizontal stabilizer here. And then I have a smaller tail wheel on here, but it does come with the Alaska bush wheel tail wheel, and also the Alaska bush wheel tail assembly right there. All right, so for the cockpit, we have 2 radios here. This radio is actually covered up a little bit. I have my portable Garmin right here. There's also the GDL 52. It has a JPI 830 engine monitor. So right here you have the turbo control. So how that works is you have a boost pump here. You put the boost pump in, and then you dial in to get the manifold pressure that you want for the turbo. And then the cowl flap is right here. Just pulls very easily. So when you're cruising or when you're taking off, you want to open when you're cruising, pull it, and you'll get a couple mile an hour faster in your cruise. So oil cooler right here, you can open and close that if you want the oil hotter or colder. I usually just keep it in. The flaps are down on the bottom. You'll see a lot of videos of me reaching for the flaps down here, and there's a little angle on the flap handle that make it a little easier to reach here. So this plane also has a rudder trim. So you put your rudder to how you want it, and then you can pull the rudder trim tab out here and lock that in. So it'll help you cruising. You're not gonna have to mess with the controls as much on that. All right guys, some specs on the plane. Taking off, standard conditions, I can get about 130 foot taking off. I think my landing's gonna be about 165 foot. Saying that, you could definitely get better, definitely get worse, depending on the conditions. Usually, good wind, no problem whatsoever. getting under 200 feet. I know you guys probably watched some of our competitions and it's over 200 feet. Well, we actually had a lot of tailwind in those competitions, but this plane is going to perform better than any Maule M5 out there. There might be some M7s that get it, but overall, this plane is an incredible plane, and hope you guys enjoyed this.